talk about Mike Tyson. Show of hands, no shame here. Did you tune in to watch the Mike Tyson versus Jake Paul fight? Because I've got to tell you guys, it was playing at like 3 in the morning here or something like that. So I obviously was not able to fully stay up for the show, but I managed to catch a little bit of it, like, the next morning and everything like that. And this was the first time that I ever actually got to watch Mike Tyson fight. Obviously, I knew about Mike Tyson and everything like that. Like I read some books on him and his his kind of very controversial life and journey in life and everything like that. But I never in a million years ever thought that I would be able to watch Mike Tyson full-blown fight in the ring. So I did find it to be rather special, even though obviously he was past his prime when he went against Jake Paul. But I still think that despite that, he put up an incredible fight. And I do think that he should be proud of himself for the fight that he put up against Jake, at the end of the day, given his age. Guys, the age difference is crazy. Mike Tyson is 58. Jake Paul is 27. Someone pushing 60, fighting someone who's pushing 30, AKA not even 30 yet, and he lasted several rounds. Obviously, if this was prime Mike Tyson, one punch to Jake Paul would have had Jake Paul in the hospital, you guys. Okay. So I do think that he did an incredible job and that he should be proud of himself. But apparently, Mike isn't too happy, y'all. He did an interview with the Covino and Rich podcast on Fox Sports, and he said that he's been a little bit depressed ever since the match because, and listen, let's get into the direct quote that he had to say, okay, you guys? He says that the fight was a big ascent. We were up so high and we were so excited. Then the fight's over and it's like, boom. What else did he say? Wow, I'm kind of depressed a little bit. We got to get back to living. We were training for it for 9 months. And listen, I think I understand what he means. When you train for something for so long, then it happens, it comes to pass. And then afterwards, especially when you're that age, right? When you're retired and everything, you're kind of like, okay, well, now what do I do? Like this reinvigorated my love, my passion for this sport, and it's already all gone. It's kind of like a second kind of wind of being like, oh, damn it, like I'm truly retired. Like I came out of retirement for this one fight and it was cool. It reinvigorated my love for the sport, but now I don't really have anything else going on. And so I totally get where he's coming from. And guys, that was the first time that he boxed in 19, almost 20 years, you guys. And the boxing match, it gained 108 million viewers worldwide, making it the most streamed sporting event in history. It was incredible, you guys. It truly was. Like I was a little, I don't know what's happening with me, but everything is making me so emotional. And I think, again, it comes to like getting older and whatnot, like as I'm accepting the fact that I'm getting older and I'm seeing that all these like other people, like these idols, these icons that, you kind of grow up admiring and stuff, you're seeing that they are getting older too. Just something about it, like just feels so surreal, and, so I gotta say, Ali, I gotta say, you guys, that there was just something so special about it. And I really, truly was proud of him for putting up that fight. Now, Mike does have to say also that he doesn't remember that much of the fight. He says that he blanked out a little. His direct quote is that I remember coming back from the first round and Jake is doing some kind of, I don't know what he was doing. And that's the last thing that I remember. Listen, even though Mike Tyson lost the fight, he did win by having his little cheeks out. And do you remember, you guys, how OnlyFans, Cornhub, all of them, they said, Mike, we will pay you more money, a couple million, if you will do some kind of like soft corn for us or something like that. Like incredible, the fact that he was able to get like a second wind of celebrity off of that as well. And then, he did say, listen, that goes to show you where we're at these days, because my butt's been out, these cheeks have been out. This is what I've always done after a match. But now it's only like in today's culture that became like such a big thing, whereas back in the day, it was just whatever. You guys, it looks like no one else was really feeling this match. Everybody is saying it was trash. Okay, well, I guess, maybe listen, I only caught like 20 minutes of it. I only caught the last few rounds, okay? So, okay, what yeah, apparently y'all didn't like it. Maybe there's something wrong with me because I thought it was like crazy. To me, I was happy because this was the first time that I ever got to see Mike Tyson fight. You know what I mean? Like that, I never thought I would be able to see Mike Tyson fight in my lifetime, right? Like I thought it was already over. Like his day of fighting was done. He had been retired for 19 years. And so I was excited to see him. But I guess y'all, maybe you guys got to see Mike Tyson fight, in the past. And that's why for you guys, it was kind of more so like, why would you do this? You came out on top and now here you are. I do have to ask you guys, why do celebrities do this? Not celebrities, but athletes. I notice that sometimes they retire on the top, then they come back, and then they retire, leaving behind this kind of like blip otherwise um, in their otherwise spotless legacies. Remember, didn't Michael Jordan do this? He played basketball, he retired, he went to do golf or baseball or whatever it was. Then he came back to basketball and he wasn't as great as he was when he first retired. Then we had Usain Bolt. His final Olympic run was not good. Didn't he have this big cramp or something like that? Then he lost another race and stuff. So that wasn't great. Then Serena Williams, she retired before, like when she was pregnant with her daughter, and she was still on top. Like she won something. Wasn't she doing the Olympic Games and she won a medal while she was pregnant with Olympia? And then she retired, but then she came back out of retirement after, having the traumatic birth and stuff, and she didn't do as well the second time around. I think it's got to be studied, but you know what I think it comes down to? Routine, passion. These people truly love what it is that they do. And so for them, it is difficult to accept that it's done, it's over. They start training when they are children to be these superstar athletes. And it's so hard to just accept that, at a certain point, as much as you still have that same, powerful mentality, the same, incredible discipline that you have, your body is just different from what it used to be. You were just not as capable as you once were. None of us are ever able to escape from the aging process. Look at Mike. He's approaching 60 years old and he's still in better shape than half the 20-year-olds out here, half the teenagers, y'all, half the 30-year-olds. He's in better shape than them. But still, your agility at 60 is different than your agility at 25, 35, right? So I think that that's what it came down to at the end of the day. It really, really is hard to let go of all of that. So well,